Shabbat Shalom. This week's Parsha is Parshat B'Ha'alotcha. The Parsha is primarily about leadership, and in particular, the leadership of Moshe Rabbeinu. It's not uncommon in the book of Bamidbar, the children of Israel are kvetching. This time, they complain that they have no meat. And Moshe turns to God and in exasperation has finally had it. He says, God, I can't do this. Can't do this by myself. So God says, take 70 of the elders of the people of Israel with whom you know they have experience and they have wisdom. Bring them outside the camp to the tent of meeting. I will come and I will take some of your Ruach HaKodesh, your Holy Spirit, and put it on them. And that's what happened. But before Moshe could get back to camp, a young boy ran to him and said, Moshe, there are two men in the camp. Their names are Eldad and Medad. And they're speaking in ecstasy. In other words, they have become prophets. And right after the young boy speaks to Moshe, along comes Joshua, who has been ministering to Moshe's needs as his number two since Joshua was a young man. And Joshua says, stop them, Moshe. They are prophesying as if they want to take your job. And Moshe's response is remarkable. Instead of reacting like I might have, maybe you might have, and be insulted that there were people who were trying to get him out, Moshe's response was, would that all of Bnei Yisrael have the Spirit of God resting upon them. In other words, Moshe's leadership is as democratic as it can possibly be. Moshe doesn't want all of the authority of leadership centered upon him. He doesn't want the people of Israel to be dependent upon him, but rather the experience of God should be unmediated, that each and every Jew should have the opportunity and the skill of engaging and encountering and relating to God without having to go through someone else. That, Moshe teaches us, is the ideal of leadership. That the central leader is not in the center, and that everyone should take the responsibility of encountering God according to their capabilities and their categories of understanding. So this is the challenge that Moshe gives to each one of us. Not to rely on someone else, but to be responsible for our spirituality, to be responsible for our learning, to grow our souls, and to seek God with the aid of Morei Derech, of people who have been that path before, no doubt, but not to rely on others and not to give up our autonomy in crafting a spiritual life and growing our souls. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom and a Zis and Shabbos, and I'll see you in Shul.